Hey everyone, Ivana Taylor here from DIY Marketers, and today I want to show you how I use ChatGPT to generate an email sequence. In this particular email sequence, I was a webinar presenter and I received the registration list and I wanted to create a series of really engaging emails. My purpose in the sequence was not to sell anything. Rather, it was to create engagement and build a relationship. So the first place I go to is to this you are, which is a custom GPT. I'm using the paid version of ChatGPT that gives me access to a custom GPT. And this one is called UR Prompt Snippet Generator. You can find that by going to Explore GPT's and then just type in UR. And there you'll see it. It's very, very popular. So start with that. You basically tell it what you want to do. Like in this case, I want to create an email sequence, and then it gives me this. You are the best email marketing strategist in the world, and it's giving them the skills and so on and so forth. Here's where I'm telling it what I wanted to do. I wanted to create a follow-up email sequence for a recent SCORE webinar attendees. I tell it that I want it to give me a high open rate and a high click-through rate. That means those emails are going to be something very, very specific. And here it says my strategy is to make the email sequence like a mini AI course. So in this case, I absolutely do not want to be pitching people. My intent is to build a relationship with them. I want to get to know my audience and I want to get to know my list. And the way I thought, since they came to see an AI webinar, I'm doing an entire sequence of things that didn't make it into the AI webinar. So these are things that we didn't go into in a lot of detail, such as this, for example. So these are just some ideas that I had, and I made a list of all those ideas. And in fact, you can see that I am following my typical instructions here that I don't always do, but I try to write everything in a document, and then I have my notes. I paste all of that into the prompt, and then it starts generating the emails. Now, the emails that you see here, it's giving me an outline of a sequence, and that kind of gave me something to think about. Then I had to write some emails. Some of them I was happy with. Some of them I wasn't particularly happy with. No matter, because really what I did is I would take those emails, I would copy them in here, and the emails that actually make it into the email marketing system are a little bit different probably than even what you see here. So it goes through several rounds of editing. But the key thing that you need to know is that you want to make sure that you are very clear about the skill set and the role that they play, and that you're very clear about what you want in those emails, what your strategy is, and then give it some ideas. The way I like to give it ideas, as you can see here in the very beginning, each one of these is an email. So one is a thank you email. These are some ideas that I have of what could be in a thank you email. Number two, I wanted to make this sort of like a little mini AI course. So here's some questions that people asked. Here's some ideas of individual things I wanted to share. So I just kind of went through that, threw it into the chat, and it just started generating emails. Some I used, some didn't, some I didn't. Most of them were really edited because then once I started writing emails, I had other ideas and so on and so forth. But that is how I use ChatGPT to write an email sequence.